Hey YouTube, welcome to another video. If you saw the previous one, what we did was we updated the logic in our code base to allow for the ability to create a source type as an object with a source type name, order, and color. However, now that we've done that, we have run into a couple of other issues that we need to fix up, and that largely relates to creating a new note. Because when you create a new note, you can define the title and the body of that note, but you can also set up the source from which that note came from, and currently that's accepting source type as a string in this example article. What we really need it to do though is leverage this model where we have the source type name, order, and color, so that when we then call get all source types, obviously we get that value if it's created in that note creation process as well. So what I've done is I've just kind of put a few post-it notes here, and this is an approach I want to take for new videos where I just kind of talk through the functionality, then we'll go and build it so you know what this video is going to be about. So when a user creates a new note, they can create a new source for that note at the same time. That source, when created, has a source type field which is currently saved as a string. Our new approach leverages an array of objects for source types which is saved in the extended company model. Equally, when a user creates a new source manually, it also isn't using this new source types object. So if you go here, add source type, service, where is it? Source type, find company, check for duplicate, new source type, sorry, not that one, that's source type, adding a new source, service, check existing source, source data, create source. So if we go into this, basically it's just accepting that string or all of the fields for source data, and it's saving that rather than saving that separate object and adding it to our source types object in the extended company model. Hope that all makes sense. Bit wordy there, lots of names, lots of words that are very similar. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over to Claude. We are going to just refresh, make sure we're using, yeah, cool, current version, and we need to fix this up. So what I'm going to do is, how am I going to structure this? I'm going to say we recently updated our functionality to create an extended company.js model. In that model, we have a field of source types, which is now an object which contains source type name, source type color, source type order. However, we have some functionality from before in, let's bring this up, so put that over here, get the exact names correct, add new note dot controller, let's go for route. Dot validation. Currently creates a new note here. They can also create a new source at the same time. However, when creating this source, it defines source type as a string. What we need to do is update this functionality so that it adds whatever text a user enters as a new source type as the source type name in our source type object on the extended company model. When we do this, we should automatically assign a random source type color, so the user doesn't specifically need to create one, and also define the source type order automatically. It should just be the last number, last item, like array objects. Update this code. Do you have any questions? If not, all right, I think that should work. So obviously going down this route, a little bit more complexity, but it gives us a lot more freedom. No, we should prevent cool. Oh, yes, right, all. Okay, pull this over here, pull this over here, start implementing this code. So let's close this up. Do we have a utils? Yes, we do. So we will call this color utils. Add new note util in add new note util. So what has it changed here? Create or find tags function remains the same. Create or find source changes. Alright, so this and validate links remains the same, obviously. So copy this. Save. Validation chains. So source.sourceType. Copy. Save. And then source type name. So in source type. Didn't change anything. Source type string set. What? Should, and it's not, it shouldn't. The hell? What's happening? Seems like Claude's down. Come on. Shouldn't. Source.js now. So made a mistake. It didn't do this the first time, so it didn't. God, what a waste of messages. So create. This changes. I knew it had a so body source. Don't know if that validation chain is still needed. Oh, Mongoose, yeah. Okay, I was like, what's going on there? It's just a spelling mistake. Alright. Hopefully this works. So, let's actually, while it's loading, source. So, what's this? Goddamn IP address. Okay, yeah. So it's just making sure it still accepts new still accepts source type as a string, and then it turns that into the object with this because it's using our color utils next color and adding the length for the order. So theoretically, this should work. Of course, not connected. Come on. Why does it take so long? Okay, there we go. User is not defined. obviously users there. Let's try and see. Need to wait for it to bloody start again. User is not defined. Models. No, actually, user is in auth backend. So up 1, up 2, auth backend, models, user. Come on. Why does it take so long? It's so annoying, this test account. We just want this to work. Come on. Sweet, because MongoDB is connected. Come on. Like it's stuck. There we go. Extended company. Oh god. Now I need to wait again. Okay, that was a lot quicker. Great. Send. User is not defined. Add new note utils. Great. More imports that I've got. Let's see if extended. Okay. That's my mistake. Models. User. Then const. Alright. Oh my goodness. We'll get there eventually. Okay, note created successfully. SourceType. Slightly wrong. So let's call this article. Oh, actually, maybe because we already had. Let's try this again. Let's call this blah 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 form text. Okay. Right. Changing the ID there. Foreign post. So create new note. So where we have our service note source ID. That's all right. Then we'd have to look up source note. Then we'd have to look. Yeah, we'd have to do another lookup to get the name. All right, that's all right. It doesn't matter. I don't think we source type ID. Source. Why is it that ID? And get all. What's this ID? This must be the company ID. Okay, that works. We can fix up what gets returned in the response later on if we need to. Then what we're going to do is, if we bring up our Miro board, so yeah, now when a user creates a source manually, we have the same issue. So what we will do is go into Claude and go, great, that works. Works now. So add source. We also have the functionality to add a new source outside of the note creation process. Attached are the relevant files for this. Yeah, okay, we just start. You have these in your project knowledge. Relevant files are add new source.controller.js, add new source.routes.js, add new source.services. Okay, so basically same process, right? You got these relevant files. When a person creates a new source, we were using the old approach where source type is just a string. We need to update the code to use our new approach where it creates a source type object with the source type name, auto generates the hex code for source type color and appends it to the end of the array of objects for source type order. On our source types field in the extended company model, we should use the same checks as the code above. I prevent duplicates, duplicate source types with the same name. If you have any other questions, let me know. If not, just write the code. So let's see what this comes back with, and then hopefully we can get this working. The approach is clear. Fantastic. Validation. Okay, so now service. Create new source. It's doing a lot more here. So check existing source. It just got lazy. Okay, so in our utils, so add new source utils, we're going to bring in conflict error, source error. It's missed that we had a source error. Okay, we're going to keep the same. So just so you know, it's kind of changed the structure of errors. So we'll try and keep that. Let's bring in color utils. Then it's gotten rid of some of this functionality. Why has it done that? Normalize text. Because it's got the source type in color utils. Okay, it's got it there. Alright, so let's do this. So can you get rid of that? Then check existing, copy, and then create. Then in add new source services, we're going to change this approach quite a bit. Just copy this, replace all of that. And then in validation chains, that all changes. Okay. Let's see if that works. Where's Postman? So go to our header. Let's get our bearer token and create a new source. Put it in here, body. This needs to be a new source type, so we will call it Facebook post. Cannot read properties of normalizing source type name. Going a bit weird because it's saying it needed to import color utils. I think it's got the import wrong. So where's color? Next it calls color. Alright, let's try that. There we go. Alright, so still returning source type as a string. Anyway, send. There we go. Source type name, Facebook post. So that's all working. Happy days. Let's commit this code. So git add, git commit, updated, add new source and add new note to use new approach to creating a source type object string extended company model. We do need updated tests. I hate tests. We're not doing that right now. Alright, so over here, do that. Done. Alright, so that gives us a fair bit more flexibility for our front end. There's a few other things I think we need to obviously do. I'm going to give some thought about to what we tackle next. It might be some of the stuff on the model for a note, so adding category options. I need to think about if we still need children tags. We also need to create some endpoints to get all sources and the ability to link notes as well. That's going to be important. But for now, we'll finish that video there because we covered off some more functionality, and thanks for watching.